Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to this video series on the Comptia Security Plus course. Internet. The internet is a worldwide interconnection of individual computers and computer networks. Because it is a public arena, anyone on the internet can possibly be a target or an attacker. All types of sessions on the internet should be protected at all times. For example, voice calls should be done within a protected VoIP system. Data sessions should be protected by being run within a virtual private network, and so on. Individual computers should be protected by firewalls and anti-malware programs. Networks should be protected by firewalls as well. But what about systems that need access, the LAN, and also needs to be accessed by clients on the internet? Well, one option is to create an area that is not quite the LAN and not quite the internet. This is a demilitarized zone, or DMZ. Demilitarized zone. In computer security, a demilitarized zone, DMZ, is a special area of the network, sometimes loosely referred to as a subnetwork, that houses servers that host information accessed by clients or other networks on the internet. Some of the servers might include web, FTP, mail and database computers. It is important that each server is configured with the proper default gateway IP address so that users on the internet can access it. These servers might also be accessible to clients on the LAN. In addition to serving the internet, there are several ways to set up a DMZ. A common way is the three-leg perimeter DMZ as shown in figure 6.2. Notice the third leg that branches off the firewall to the right. This leads to a special switch that has www and FTP servers connected to it. Also note that the DMZ is on a different IP network than the LAN, although both the LAN and the DMZ are private IP network numbers. The firewall can and usually will be configured in a secure fashion on the DMZ connection 192.168.100.200, and even more secure fashion on the LAN connection 172.29.250.200. The DMZ connection in figure 6.2 needs to have only inbound ports 80 www and 21 FTP open. All other ports should be closed, thus filtering inbound traffic. The LAN connection can be completely shielded on the inbound side, although DMZs can be created logically. They are most often found as physical implementations. There are several other implementations of a DMZ. For example, a DMZ can be set up with two firewalls that surround it, also known as back-to-back perimeter network configuration. In this case, the DMZ would be located between the LAN and the internet. A DMZ might also be set up within a router, especially in a small organization that use basic SOHO router devices. It all depends on the network architecture and the security concerns of the organization. Intranets and extranets. Intranets and extranets are implemented so that a company or companies can share its data using all the features and benefits of the internet while keeping the data secure within the organization. Select organizations and specific users. In the case of an intranet, only use one company involved. It could be as simple as an internal company website or more advanced architectures of servers, operational systems and networks that deploy tools, applications and of course data. In the case of an extranet, multiple companies can be involved, or an organization can opt to share its data and resources with users who are not part of the organizations. This sharing is done via the internet, but again is secured so that only particular people and organizations can connect. Whether you have an intranet or an extranet, security is a major concern. Proper authentication schemes should be implemented to ensure that only the appropriate users can access data and resources. Only certain types of information should be stored on an intranet or extranet. Confidential, secret, and top secret information should not be hosted within an intranet or extranet. Finally, the deployment of firewalls should be thoroughly planned out in advance. An example of a company that hosts an intranet and an extranet is shown in figure 6.3. Note that computers from company A can access the internet because they work for the company. Also note that company B can access the extranet but not the intranet. In this example, the company A has created two DMZs, one for its intranet and one for its extranet. Of course, it is possible to set this up using only one DMZ, but the access control lists on the firewall and other devices would have to be planned and monitored more carefully. If possible, separating the data into two distinct physical locations will have several benefits, namely being more secure, although it'll cost more money to do so. This all depends on the acceptable risk level of the organization and its budget. So here you can see figure 6.3 are two DMZs, company A, company B, company A data commuters. Network access control. In this chapter we have mentioned several types of networking technologies and design implements, but whichever you choose to use, it needs to be controlled in a secure fashion. Network access control, NAC, does this by setting the rules by which connections to a network are governed. Computers attempting to connect to a network are denied access unless they comply with the rules pertaining to levels of antivirus protection, system updates, and so on, effectively weeding out those who would perpetuate malicious attacks. The client computer continues to be denied until it has been properly updated, which in some cases can be taken care of by the NAC solution automatically. This often requires some kind of pre-installed software and agent on the client computer, or the computer is scanned by the NAC solution, which will be known as agentless. When agents are used, there is usually a posture health check at the host or the endpoint. Often this is tied into role-based access. There are two types of agents, persistent and dissolvable. Persistent agents are installed on the target device and can be used over and over again. Dissolved agents provide for one-time authentication and are then deleted. Agentless NAC systems are also available, but they offer less control and fewer inspection capabilities. Some companies such as Cisco offer hardware-based NAC solutions. Wherever organizations offer paid software-based NAC solutions and free ones such as PacketFence, www.packetfence.org, which are open source, the IEEE 802.1x standard known as Port-Based Network Access Control, or PNAC, is a basic form of NAC that enables the establishment and authenticated point-to-point connections, but NAC has grown to include 802.1x is now considered a subset of NAC. So I'm going to leave it here today for this video. If you like listening, please consider like, sharing and subscribing. Thank you.